My name is Theophilus Ihowa. I'm an optometrist. Today I'm going to be talking about cataracts. Cataract is the medical name for any opacity in the crystalline lens of the eye. If I mean crystalline lens of the eye, we're talking about the lens behind the cornea. There are two lenses in the eye. We have the one at the front, the one you can see like the black, and there's another one at the back, that's the lens. So anything that causes opacity or that is opaque in the lens is called cataract. Now, cataract, as we all know, is one of the world leading cause of blindness on earth today. Well, symptoms of cataract, they are very simple. Blurriness of vision, like seeing clouds if it wants to rain, but fortunately it happens to you alone. Just say, doctor, like everywhere is blurry. Is it going to rain? But it's sunny. No, so these are one of the earliest complaints of those who have cataract. Decrease in vision, because the lens, just like the lens of our camera that helps us to see images, once the lenses are affected, we can't really see anything. So the symptom is blurriness of vision. So if that's the earliest symptom, if care is not taken, it can get matured, and when it's matured, that can lead to blindness. Although cataract is to be number one leading cause of blindness, but now it's about, I think, fourth or fifth leading cause of blindness, because it is treatable through operation and drugs. Once that is done, the individual will be completely okay. Now, another symptom is if a cataract is left in the eye and is over-matured, it can lead to complete blindness. And if that blindness occurs, the cataract does not just stop them. This is what we call hyper-matured cataract. Is a step higher than the mature stage. This can get hyper-matured. Like, for example, when you put your pure water in a refrigerator and it's refrigerated, it becomes how will I put it? It becomes blocked. So in the blocked state of that pure water, if you don't isolate it from the refrigerator, a time will come where it will expand itself and to tear the packs. So that's the same thing that happens to the lenses. Don't forget that the lens is made up of 3 layers. We have the capsule, the outer layer. We have the cortex, the middle one that is full of water and some proteins, and the inner one, which is the nucleus. So when the cataract is affected, it spreads from the nucleus, if it's a nuclear cataract, to the cortex. Then if it's hypermatured, it can affect the surrounding capsules. The capsules are like the shell that shapes the cataract, the lens into shape. Now when it's hypermatured, it can burst open, can burst out the capsules, which will now cause the lens or the already inflamed opaque substances to leak either into the vitreous, which is a content at the portion of the front of the eye, or the one at the back. This can cause an inflammation, and when this happens, the entire globe, I mean the entire eye can be inflamed, and this can lead to permanent blindness, which, if not treated properly, can lead to enucleation of the eyes. That's removal of the eyes from the orbit. It's caused by diversity of factors. It can be caused by aging, which is the number one cause of cataract. Now, as we grow older as humans, the rate at which we see it decreases, because the lens tends to drain out its water content. This is because, like every other tissues in the body, the lens fibers grows new fibers over the old ones. So with increase in age, this makes the nucleus of the lens to be calcified, it becomes hardened. So this may lead in decrease in vision in such individual. So when they are above 60 and above, they find out that they may become cataracts, or we may say such individual has cataract. That's one of the causes. So it can be age-related. Secondly, accidents, call it traumatic incidents, like somebody playing football and there's a stamp in the eye, or during combat there's a blow-out fracture in the eye, or anything, name them, splash of glasses in the eye. Once there is any injury on the lens that is not fully healed, it's called cataract. So cataract is just the medical word for any opacity on the crystalline lens of the eye. Systemic disease like diabetes can also cause cataract, because we all know diabetes is a condition of impaired glucose metabolism in the blood. Because of too much glucose, as we all know, is sugar. That's the common name, the layman name for the word. When there's too much sugar in the blood, this can affect the lens. It makes it to swell up, and this can lead to development of cataract. Once cataract is notified in an eye, the number one solution for cataract, for matured cataract in an eye, is operation. The cataractous lens have to be removed for another artificial lens to be implanted in the eye. But in the case where the individual is very old and we feel that operation is not the best option, we can give such an anti-cataract drugs to improve the visual acuity, that's the vision of the patient, and as well try to delay the maturation of the cataract. For example, an elderly woman that is 90 years of age with bilateral cataract, and we know that she may not be a successful candidate for operation. So if she can still see at all, we may try to manage that cataract till the Lord calls her home. Then the third treatment is prevention. As we all know that prevention is better than cure. Once we are aware, we have the awareness of this situation, then we'll know how to treat our eyes. When you are walking on the road and something flies into your eye, you know this is kind of painful. Let us avoid neglecting or rubbing it off. The first thing to do is to irrigate our eyes copiously with water. But we have what we call saline solution to irrigate our eyes. Then quickly report to the nearest optometry center or the eye clinics and get your eyes sorted out. It's usually hereditary. When there is a positive history of diabetes or age-related cause of cataract in the family, such individual has to watch out, make sure he or she goes out for routine eye check to be able to eradicate early onset of cataract. Well, prevention of cataract are so enormous. One, the earliest way to prevent cataract is awareness. Now, what we know goes a long way to empower us. Cataract can be caused by ultraviolet rays from the sun. Now, the sun is the principal producer of ultraviolet rays, and those ultraviolet rays, which when they get into the eyes, the lens try to absorb over 40% of those rays. And we know that ultraviolet rays is not very good for our skin. This can damage the cells, the fibers that are arranged in a lattice manner in the eye to be affected. Now, when there is any disruption in this lattice manner of arrangement of these lens fibers, it can cause cataract. So, to prevent the eye against this sunlight, we can use sunshades that are coated with UV. They are anti-UV. They don't allow the UV to get into the eye. So what they do is to reflect it back. So when they are coated, those individual eye can be protected from UV rays. Another cause is, as I made mention earlier, that hereditary is the principal determinant of development of cataract. Now, when there is a positive familial history of cataract, we have to go out for routine screening. We have to ensure that our system is in order, that we are not diabetic. And if we are, we have to meet the professional to make sure that our sugar level is kept to the maximum point, to the extent that it will not be detrimental to any part of our organs, including our eyes. And again, whenever there is an accident or any chemical spray, even our insecticide or name them, our fuel, motor fume from vehicles, once there are any incident, it's our duty to irrigate the eye and quickly report to the nearest clinics for treatment. But if this is not taken care of, there could be an inflammation which can lead to the development of cataract.